Hi everyone, this is Wetslicks again, and once again we're back on TT Isle of Man Ride on the Edge 3. Wanted to do another video for the St. John's course and sort of taking you around this one and what it involves. Again, this is another historical circuit, so this was another one that I was quite interested to try a lot. It's a little bit longer than the Clips course, and often, you know, your time on this course is going to be 7 minutes or something, maybe instead of 5, but you know, it's not a 16-minute slog around the full mountain course. So yeah, this was another one that was used in the sort of early 20th century on a couple of races, but not for a very long time. But sort of something interesting to see, and again sort of goes through parts of the mountain course as well. Like a big part of the beginning is all from the original course, and then you sort of come down along the coast. Some really fast sections, especially at the end. You've got some really long straights. So I think something that's quite important on this course in particular is to sort of tweak your bike to take advantage of those and customize the transmission to really get like maximum top speed out of your bike. But yeah, I mean, overall, I really liked this circuit. I didn't necessarily when I first tried it, but with a little bit more time with it, I've actually really liked it. Especially some of the sections coming down by the coastline. I imagine in real life must be absolutely stunning scenery. So yeah, I think it's quite a cool one. Again, we're going to be doing this more as like a time trial, so just one person. And as I said, I've been kind of enjoying. Oh, sorry, that's it's the new bikes, Superbike 22. And again, we're going to be using Gary Johnson on the BMW S1000RR. I kind of wanted to keep all these videos a little bit more comparable, I guess. So I'll probably be using the same bike for each. This is the transmission settings you're kind of looking at, trying to sort of take advantage of the top speed. This certainly isn't the bike with the highest top speed in the game. That probably would be the Honda or maybe the BMW. Can get to sort of 208 miles an hour maybe. But still, I've just been enjoying, you know, the look and sort of feel of this bike. So wanted to kind of do that. Okay, so here we go. This is the St. John's course. Starting here on the straight, but you're looking for a sharp left-hander coming up here. So I kind of get up to 4th gear and slow right down here. And we're back onto the TT course, actually, at this point. Coming up to Glen Helen, really. So there's a lot of kind of windy, dark sections around here, a lot of shade from the trees. It's kind of coming up at this point. A lot of these corners, it's sort of 2nd, 3rd gear, I would say. And can be quite tricky, especially if you don't know it well. So 2nd gear here, and then there's another sharp corner here. Kind of accelerate around this one a bit more though. Yeah, I imagine if you played a lot of these TT games, you kind of know these bits a lot better. Glen Helen always really frightened me when I first played this game because I fell off so much here. When I was initially playing, I played the first game quite a bit, and then didn't really get on with the second, Ride on the Edge 2. And then, of course, this game has such a different feel to it. I think you really feel the bike a lot more. You feel kind of the grip on the road. And up to big straight here. Up to 6th gear, over the hill. Honky body. And I kind of back off back to 5th for this. Oh. Almost didn't make that then. Oh, just too much on the rise there. That's okay. We're not looking for records today. We're not looking for world record times. We're just looking for nice, smooth riding and sort of explaining the course. So as you come back through this bit, then there's another sort of left-right here by the wall. Yeah, really close to the wall there. And then you've got this really cool series of like fourth gear, very, very fast left-handers. You want to lean in very, very early for a lot of these. So kind of come up here, there's then another one. This one is a little bit tighter. I end up on the pavement so much on that one. And then this is probably the scariest one down at the bottom of Barry Garrett. Oh, and fluffed it through there. That's okay. Yeah, you can go really, really fast there in fifth gear, and you go really, really low on the suspension, and you can make it. And you know, 75% of the time it's okay, but very, very easy to not quite catch it right, like I did just then. And then another straight here, and this is the point where we're sort of splitting off from the TT back onto the St. John's course. Really, really sharp left-hander here. And then this bit is that there can be quite difficult on the suspension because it gets really, really low. And if you're accelerating really hard through there, just coming out that corner, then you can fall. And this is sort of third, fourth gear, winding back and forth. And then there's sort of a second, maybe third gear bit here, this right-hander around there. But nothing too difficult. I find actually this part of the circuit is pretty reasonable. It's just sort of, yeah, quite fast, winding this way and that. There's a couple of, you know, little corners and bits you've got to brake for, like this one. You can kind of stay in third there. And then you're coming up to a very, very tight corner, which is kind of here. So you get down to second gear, a little bit of acceleration around here, but then lots of back brake because the front brake there really gives you stoppy. Really, really bad stoppies there. And then this is a really fast section through here. And it all kind of depends on how brave you want to be. You could do this in some of this bit in sick, definitely. But it can also be a little bit bumpy. And this bit I've definitely fluffed. Oh! But yeah, there's a sort of left-hander bit there. You kind of want to go back down to fifth if you're in sick. Kind of forgotten about that. And then this bit, you can kind of thread the needle here, which is really nice if you get it right. Fourth gear, it's over the top. And then left here. This bit you don't actually have to brake for that much. And again, just like the acceleration gives you grip, so you want to like keep accelerating, braking nice and early for this one. That can be quite forgiving though, actually, that corner, if you do mess it up. Sometimes you come into that thinking, oh god, there's no way I'm going to make that, and you do. So it's not too bad. Again, really, really fast bit this. There are sections with a lot of bumps though. Here, for example, really easy to fall. I kind of keep over to the right side because that left bit is a bit bumpy. So I kind of back off. You maybe notice. Oh! Bumpy through there that I tend to back off on a lot of that. Back on track. And then really tight left-hander here, very, very slow. And don't accelerate too much here because you need to go back down into first, another tight corner, right hand, and then another tight left-hander. It's a little bit more forgiving, you can do in second, but you want to keep as much speed as possible through here because these are the straights. These are the really long, big straights. You want to be getting as much speed out of as possible. And kind of on the end of the circuit here. And there's not too much to say other than just try not to, yeah, you see I backed off a little bit there on the acceleration. You just need to be kind of adaptable sometimes, but most of the time you just keep your hand firmly clamped on the accelerator. But then this is actually very deceptive down the end here. It doesn't look too bad on the minimap, but it's actually a bike through there. I tend to do that in second, and this one as well. Again, just accelerating through this last part, fourth gear, into fifth, and then you're right at the end now. There we go. 7 minutes 33. Again, I don't think my best lap by a margin, but that's okay. We had a couple of crashes. I'm afraid I can definitely not claim to be the best at this game. There are people that are far better at this game than me. Hopefully there are other people out there making guides for these circuits as well. But yeah, I hadn't seen any, so I thought it'd be useful, hopefully, for people to see some of this. So this was the St. John's course. And as I said in the last video, I'll be trying to make some for some of the other courses as well. Of course, I know the TT circuit quite well by now, the full mountain course, but I kind of want to explore some of the other ones as well that I haven't played maybe as much as the Clips, the St. John's, and the mountain. So I'll be sort of trying to play through some of those, and hopefully we'll get some good times and not crash so much. But for now, thanks for watching.